Citation Latitude memory items. APU fire cast message. APU fire button push. AT hold fail cast message. Takeoff abort. Battery over temp, left and or right cast message. Battery button affected side off. Cabin altitude cast message. Oxygen mask on and 100%. Mic select buttons both mask. Initiate maximum rate of descent to a safe altitude. Emergency descent and EDM cast messages. Oxygen mask on and 100%. Mic select buttons both mask. Initiate maximum rate of descent to a safe altitude. Engine fire left or right cast message. Takeoff above V1 or in flight. Auto throttle disengage. Throttle affected engine idle. Wing crossflow anti-ice button crossflow. If engine fire light still illuminated after 15 seconds, probable fire. Engine fire button illuminated side push. Bottle arm button either side push. Engine fire, left or right, takeoff below V1 or on ground. Takeoff abort. No takeoff cast message. Takeoff abort. Thrust reverser deploy left or right cast message. Thrust reverser emergency stow button. Emergency stow. Throttle affected engine idle. Airspeed decreased to 150 knots maximum. Wind shear. Auto throttle, disengage. Autopilot, disengage. Throttles, take off. Pitch attitude, go around 7.5 degrees. Speed brake handle, retract. Engine failure or other emergency during takeoff if speed below V1. Takeoff, abort. Engine failure or other emergency during takeoff if speed at or above V1. Takeoff, continue to a safe altitude. Wing crossflow anti-ice button, crossflow. Engine failure during final approach. Flap selector 2, airspeed, VAPP. Dual engine flame out, cruise. Crew oxygen mask, don and 100%. Dual engine flame out, low altitude. Fuel, check tanks / quantity. Fuel boost pump buttons, both on. Engine run stop buttons, stop. Uncommanded engine thrust during takeoff below V1. Takeoff, abort. Engine fire button, affected side, push. Uncommanded engine thrust during takeoff above V1, climb, cruise, or descent. Climb to a safe altitude. Uncommanded engine thrust during approach. Takeoff go around button, push. Throttles, take off. Airplane pitch attitude, 7.5 degrees. Uncommanded engine thrust during landing roll. Directional control, maintain. Engine fire button, affected side, push. Electrical system, smoke or fire. Oxygen mask and goggles, don and emer. Environmental system, smoke or odor. Oxygen mask, goggles, don and emer. Smoke removal. Oxygen mask, goggles, don and emer. Hydraulic wheel brake failure. Brake pedals, remove feet. Emergency brake handle, pull and hold until stopped. Aileron trim runaway. Autopilot trim nose wheel steering disconnect button, push and hold. Uncommanded roll. Autopilot trim nose wheel steering disconnect button, push. Primary pitch trim runaway. Autopilot trim nose wheel steering disconnect button, push and hold. Secondary pitch trim runaway. Secondary trim button off. Jammed pitch or roll control system. Stabilizer trim switch actuate to establish desired pitch attitude. Control wheel, relax pressure. Pitch roll disconnect handle, pull until latched. Operative control wheel, identify and recover airplane attitude. Rudder trim runaway. Autopilot trim nose wheel steering disconnect button, push and hold. Total loss of or unreliable airspeed indication. Co-pilot, pilot and standby. Auto throttle disengage, autopilot disengage, yaw dampener disengage, pedostatic anti-ice buttons both off, then on. This ends the Citation Latitude emergency memory items.